for example 5, it says write an equation in point-slope form that represents the relationship between the number of toppings and the cost of the pizza. So first thing is you have to have your point and your slope. So hopefully you remember that when you have a table of values like this is your x and this is your y. So this point right here, this like row you could say, this is your x1 and your y1. So you already have your point. Okay, here's our formula. So then to find the slope, you find the two numbers that are consecutive over here. Okay, well 2 and 3 are consecutive because they're right next to each other. 3 and 5 are not consecutive because you skipped 4. Okay, so if I had 3, 4, that would be consecutive, but 3 to 5 is not consecutive, not next to each other. So what I do is, once I find these two numbers that are consecutive, I look at the y values. And all I'm doing is I'm subtracting them. So I am saying 11.75 minus 10.25. And if I subtract that, I get 1.50. That is my slope. So now that I have x1, y1, and my slope, I plug it into the formula. So y minus y1 is 10.25. My slope I found was 1.50 or 1.5. And then x minus x1 was 2. And that's it. Let's try it again. So part B, we have to have a point and we have to have a slope. So your point, this first row, is your x1 and your y1. You find the two consecutive numbers here. So 1, 2, 2, 4. Well, 1 and 2 are consecutive. So I look at these numbers. And to find that slope, I subtract them. So 9.50 minus 8.25. So we would have 1.25 is my slope. I have x1, y1 slope. So now I can plug into my formula. So y minus y1 is 8.25 equals my slope that I just found, which is 1.25. X minus x1 is 1. Close my parenthesis. That's it.